Salute everybody. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. The real reason why Diddy is having problems in jail. Now, P. Diddy has been arrested on an indictment that has 3 separate charges in the indictment. He has tried to get out on bond on 3 different occasions. 2 of the times he was denied by one judge, and then the last time he was denied by a second judge. He is scheduled for trial May of 2025. Now he's in jail, and he's not happy with his living conditions. Salute Sages, salute Coach Tan. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. He's not satisfied. He's not happy. I mean, who would be happy? I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Who would be happy locked up? But this is the consequences that you face. This is part of the consequences of being locked up that you're going to face. All the way around the Monopoly board, from the foods that you eat to when and where you can go. I mean, you really don't have a say-so on pretty much nothing of your life while you locked up. It's hard on those that have medical conditions. It's hard on those that have been living a lavish lifestyle, and then they are reduced from living a lavish lifestyle to now they are an inmate. They are an inmate. They went from eating at some of the finest restaurants. They went from eating what they wanted to eat and what time they wanted to eat, to now you have to eat the food that is given to you. And if you ever been locked up, you know what that food tastes like, and you know what that food looks like. For those that have never been locked up before, take my word, you do not want to get locked up to find out what that food tastes like and how that food looks. I'm going to be bringing up my co-host, Tommy, and we're going to go deeper into this demonstration, what it's like. The real reason why Diddy is having problems in jail. So as soon as my co-host Tommy joins me on the panel, we'll go further into this demonstration. I do have some clips that I've been working on downloading to show with you all. So just bear with me. I do have one clip already loaded. I'm in the process of loading up some other clips. So here's the first clip. And then I'll finish uploading the rest of the clips.
Well, Sean Combs still behind bars as we speak after a judge denied his request for bail a second time. And the place where he's locked up now getting a lot of attention. The Metropolitan Detention Center, the only federal jail in New York City, is known for violence, poor conditions, and a string of celebrity detainees. And Diddy's attorneys want him out. NBC News' Yasmin Youssian has more.
From his $48 million Miami mansion to hell on earth where chaos reigns. Just some of the words used to describe the Metropolitan Detention Center where Sean Diddy Combs is now being held without bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
He is not the first high-profile inmate to pass through these walls.
Tommy, salute Tommy.
Salute everybody. Salute everybody.
Take us from Baby Oil Man's lifestyle over the last 30 years to his present conditions that he's faced with living with. Talk to us.
All right. Let's start off with Diddy was on top of everything, man. I mean, from the go, bro, he was destined for greatness. I heard the stories about how hard he went to get the things that he got, to get in the position that he in. Because you gotta remember, all right, executives like Diddy, they always start off really as go-betweens. You know, they call them A&Rs for real. You know, like the record companies, the Jewish guys, well, they ain't with going into the ghetto to talk to the talent that they need to talk to in order to sign them. That's where Diddy come in. Diddy can go to the ghetto and speak to these guys and tell them that he can make them famous. And all right, they all know who he is. Back then he was Puff. They know he can do it. They know he behind Mary J. Blige. They know he behind Heavy D. They know he behind Jodeci. They know he behind the Notorious B.I.G. They know he is behind Craig Mack. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means, bro, he got the keys to changing you and everybody around you life. And guess what? He just a go-between. So you come sign to me and I sign to the people I work for, and we're gonna live off your talent. Yo, a fair exchange ain't no robbery. All right. That's a fair exchange. Because without Diddy, you never get to this guy. You can't even get in the door. Trust me. All right. It's a thing though. He who wield great power hold great responsibility. You are responsible for the people who are in your company, like it or not. All right. In this quest to build superstars, he built super wealth. He built super wealth. The kind of life that most men couldn't even imagine. You couldn't even fathom the things that Diddy can do. Remember, he wasn't born this way. He grew into this. He had to turn himself in to a cold-blooded shark, because let me tell you, in business, you got to be a cold-blooded animal. You got to leave your feelings at the door. Meaning, you can't have no regard for your own feelings. So you know you can't have no regard for anyone else's. Yo, this is business is all about the money. And you only as good as what you did last. So everything you do got a bang. That's how you stay Diddy for 30 years. It ain't by accident. Bro, it's by hard work, determination, dedication. You know what dedication is? You know what dedication is? That's taking something that you hate to do but doing it like you love it. See, I gotta go do it every day so I know what it is. I know what it takes to run a house and be responsible for everything. Every day. Diddy run an empire and responsible for everything. Everything. You know Diddy from Bad Boy, but Diddy became so much more than Bad Boy. Bad Boy was just his starting point. Okay? Listen, Diddy was out of here. Gone. All right? He was gone. And he became a megalomaniac. You know what a megalomaniac is? That's a person who drunk on their own power. They say the same kind of stuff about Floyd Mayweather, that he is a megalomaniac. Listen, that's one of the consequences of putting in all that work and saying, yeah, I done it. I done it. And guess what? You bigger than everybody around you. Everybody around you needs you. So you insulated yourself with people who are more or less cronies because everybody is at your disposal. Most of these people, you hold a decision that can change their life, change their circumstance, change their family life. Yo, he who hold great power has great responsibility. Okay? Through the years, Diddy just turned himself. You heard Jane Deal. Before Diddy start using drugs, let me explain something to you. That place right there is where drugs gonna always have you sitting. And one way or another, it'll have you sitting in that place. Trust me, you start messing with drugs in any shape, form, or fashion, you're gonna probably end up right there. All right. And I'm not saying everybody, but most people. And if you a man, you know you deal with probability and not possibility. They two different things. Okay? If it's probable, it's probably gonna happen. All right? Look, let me explain something to you, family. P. Diddy had the world at his fingertips. All right? He been living this savage life. Listen, you know the champagne life. Can you imagine living the champagne life your whole adult life where you play all night and you play all day? Because living the champagne life, everything's okay. Y'all toasting up. All right, listen, bro, that brother don't get no sleep. He go from work to the party, from the party back to work, from the work back to the party. That's what it is. That's what like that life is. All right. He a guy that get paid just to show up. He ain't even gotta do nothing, bro. Do you know how much work you gotta put in for you to be able to get paid for your likeness? And just get paid as handsomely as he get paid for his likeness. Most people can't. Most businesses can't afford to pay him for his likeness. They could afford to pay you for yours, but they couldn't afford. Most businesses, what did it take to pay him for his likeness? It would financially ruin most businesses. It would financially ruin my business for me to have to pay Diddy for his likeness. I couldn't pay Diddy millions of dollars for his likeness. Yo, do you know the kind of strength you got when you can control stuff that way? You better know. If you bump into the right people and have a problem with them, they will become the wrong people in a heartbeat. Diddy was flying high. Diddy was rolling fast. Diddy was living large. How did we get here, family? How did we get here? That's the consequence of nobody can tell you nothing. That's the consequence of who gonna check me, boo. When you got all that power and everybody around you just got to do what you say. Guess what? The universe got a way of humbling everybody. The universe gonna put some people on your case who ain't thinking about doing what you say. They ain't gonna do nothing you say. In fact, you're gonna do everything they say. You're gonna do everything they say. No, he ain't got nowhere near the kind of money you got. All right. Matter of fact, bro, he ain't got much. But let me tell you something what he do got. He do have authority. He got authority. And he'll open up an investigation on you. Okay, for some friends of his, some powerful friends of his, who can get this district attorney in one of them judges' seats, who can get this district attorney to be the next councilman. All right, that's the kind of clout they will. And for that favor, he'll open up an investigation on Diddy. Not only will he open up an investigation on Diddy, he gonna sick his team on him. Guess what? Everything you've been doing, because bro, let me explain something to you that was at play here. That Cassie situation happened a while ago. How you think Cassie got that tape? That was no easy thing to get that tape, bro. You know who asked for that tape? You know who got that tape, right?
Who got it?
TMZ didn't get that tape, bro. TMZ ain't get that tape. The FBI went and got that tape and gave it to Cassie. Ciroc sent their peoples to them and went to the FBI. FBI walked into that hotel. Listen, let me explain something to you. Don't nobody want problems with the federal government. I've been in their company twice, so I'm telling you what I know. You don't want to get caught up in that mix. All right, listen, they not playing with you. They not joking with you. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care who you was in your neighborhood. They don't care who you think you are out here in the world. Okay, when you step in U.S. District Court, you going against the United States of America. In essence, you ain't no damn body to them. And I don't care who you think you are. All right? So, to go from living a life of Riley, the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Okay, yo, he had beautiful mansions everywhere he was known to frequent. Okay, he had the most lavish cars you could think about, and parked at all of these garages and driveways to these beautiful homes he got. Okay, he got the finest threads. Okay, I mean whatever he want. A lot of these famous designers give him this stuff for free. He don't even gotta pay for it. They just praying that he would actually wear it. Man, a man built the empire. He was rolling fast. He was living large. Guess where he stay at now? He stay in MDC, Brooklyn. All right, that's a correctional facility. He up on the 9th floor, all by himself. You know what them nights they did? They took all his splendor, all his beautiful, wonderful things. And you know what they did? They gave him a cell. They took all his jewelry. They took his fly $5,000 shirts. They took his cool $12,000 boots. And you know what they gave him? You know what he got on? He got on a jumpsuit, an orange jumpsuit with MDC on the back of it. He got on some orange flip-flops. He looked like everybody else. He gonna be able to spend $300 a month in commissary like everybody else. You see them beautiful Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, jets, helicopters. You can't have none of them on the courtyard. See Diddy on the 9th floor. You know what the 9th floor is? The 9th floor is administrative segregation. That's for people who can't be in population for whatever reason. Disciplinary, for their own safety. And somebody like P. Diddy, who a public relations nightmare because they can't have nothing happen to him.
Let me slide in, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Do you think his life is in danger?
Bro, let me explain something to you, all right? P. Diddy gonna be a star in jail like he was a star in the ghetto. His life ain't in no more danger than nobody else's. In fact, let me explain something to you. There's some very, very dangerous men on every one section you could think of in that jail. Starving, poor. Diddy has sent $5,000 to each one of their families. If you touch them, boy, they'll slaughter you. But right now, they not gonna let him come out and wield none of his influence. Because with his influence, they know if they let him out, he'll be on cell phones. He'll be able to start moving around to at least try to get some of his affairs in order. All of this stuff is strategic, bro. They got him on lockdown on that 9th floor. Administrative segregation, that's 23-1. And if anybody ever been on it, we can tell you a lot of times you ain't gonna get that one. And when you get that one, you know what you get to do? You get to go to a cage a little bigger than yourself and walk around that little cage for about 45 minutes to an hour. You know, you could do some push-ups, stretch your legs, and stuff like that. And then you gotta go back in there. His only communication with the world is going to be through his attorneys because he only going to get one 15-minute phone call a month. See, he don't have access to nothing or nobody, and he can only imagine what's going on in his finances right now. The people who got access to him, bro, you can bet they running for cover, bro. Everybody who can steal it. Listen, that's why he needed so desperately to get out more than anything. Because, bro, them sharks is at him. They're going to take everything from him. All right? And that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. But they fighting. They fighting over who going to steal his money. And Diddy don't have nobody to blame but Diddy. But Diddy. Because, bro, I mean, don't get it twisted. I honestly know Diddy not the only one. But Diddy rubbed the wrong people the wrong way. All right? And when you step out of line, bro, listen, and when you been that kind of person, bro, you just don't step out of line. With some people who got that kind of power and ain't gonna take too kind to you thinking you just gonna step on their toes. You understand where I'm coming from? Bro, Diddy had it all. But it's some people, man, you just don't offend. That's why my dad used to always tell me, Tommy, respect don't cost you nothing. But it'll cost you a whole lot when you don't have it. See, if Diddy would just respect people and the things I hear about the brother, like the brother don't have a lot of respect. He one of those people that want a lot of respect, but he ain't about giving the kind of respect that he is expecting. You understand? That's how you get when people gonna fight for you. That's how you get when people will argue for you. That's how you get when you can say whatever out of your mouth to people when you got 5, 6, 8 dudes standing around you that's gonna fight for you. You know, you start acting like a woman. You know how your woman will run her mouth because she know you gonna fight for her. All right, my woman will run her mouth because she know if something happen, listen, I'm gonna fight for her. But that's how Diddy got. But he got like that with the wrong people. You know that always happen. Girl, you gonna eventually run your mouth to the wrong person. Diddy eventually ran his mouth to the wrong person.
What's gonna happen when you run your mouth to the wrong person, girl?
Okay, you gonna get hit in it. He got hit in his mouth. You see him? That joint bleeding too. It's bleeding bad, and it don't look like it's gonna stop bleeding no time soon.
Man.
Listen, Diddy is spending 23 hours. Diddy he went from the world at his fingertips. Picture this, bro. Picture living the life of Diddy. Bro, what I'm telling you is this. Diddy never believed that they was going to send him to jail up until they slapped them cuffs on him. And he was sitting in his cell. All the way to that jail, he just all thought he was going to walk out of there. He never believed it. Bro, right around about now, all of them drugs really cleared up out of his system. He really got a chance to focus. Bro, that man's scared to death. He really understand the magnitude of what he done.
Let me slide back in, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Do you think there are any suicidal thoughts running through Diddy's mind?
Listen, bro, that dude not gonna do that. Let me tell you why he not gonna do that. Bro, he is way too into himself. Do you know who you talking about? He is a megalomaniac. Listen, he is not going to convince himself that he can't win. Do you know what it took to become him? You think he ever let anybody tell him he couldn't win? He ain't going to let you start now. He got to have that thinking. You got to have that thinking when you want to win. Ain't nothing going to stop me. Ain't nothing going to stop me. If he getting in my way, he better be good. He better be damn good because I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm laced up. I'm out here every day. Listen, you know what he put into becoming him? Bro, you don't ride that kind of wave for 30 years, 30 plus years. If you ain't supremely, masterfully, wonderfully, and godly good. Bro, you seen dudes in Diddy position come and go our whole life, Shank Rock. What is it about him that he's still around? He still is popular or more popular than he ever been. Bro, you know what that take? You got any idea how good you gotta be? How great you gotta be? How extraordinary you gotta be? Bro, that brother was gifted. He was seriously gifted. He just rubbed people the wrong way, bro. He handled people badly. And when you can't be checked, that's eventually what you're going to do. That plane is going to eventually have to crash. If you ain't going to land it, it's going to run out of gas, bro. Diddy wouldn't land that plane. He took off and stayed in the air, bro. And he just kept getting higher and higher and higher. Till he was altitudes above the competitors, bro. He was having life his way. And the more he was having life his way, the more his way he needed to have it.
Let me take this comment from the chat, Tommy. Salute Juanita.
I seen a few of them coming up, Shank Rock. Take a few of the comments. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do y'all like that.
No, you good. Juanita says Diddy is too full of himself. I had some clips.
I
that I was
agree. I
trying to
agree, Juanita.
I had some clips that I was trying to upload, but I was unable to upload these clips. But Juanita is agreeing with you, Tommy. She says Diddy is too full of himself. Let's switch lanes for just a second. What is your thoughts on the Tasha K? I believe, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Tasha K is somehow instigating a feud between Corey and Tia Mowry. What's your thoughts, Tommy?
Oh, Shank Rock, I'm with you 100%. She definitely instigating, and you know what that means. Yo, listen, she the kind of person, bro, you don't want a problem with. I'm telling you. She will do anything. She ain't got no cut cards. Okay, she is the quintessential bully. Yo, she don't care. She just don't care. Yo, she got a problem with Tia Mowry. You know what, Tia Mowry? Whatever Tia Mowry said to her or rubbed her the wrong way, but I knew she been had a problem with the reason she gave for why she left her husband that was being good to her. Right? So she would keep dropping stuff about her, posting clips of her whining and crying now, and the city girl life not quite working out for her. The city girl life not quite what everybody told her it was going to be. That was telling her, yeah, I think for sure Shank Rock, yeah, she instigating it. She instigating, but I think they her intentions. I think her intentions because number one, right? Usually the women, right, would be backing Tia Mowry up. You see all those women who was pumping her up to go ahead and leave her husband. You see what they doing for, right? Listen, that city girl life, that all of that they be talking about, bro. That ain't all right. That ain't cool for a 40+ year old woman. You can't be thinking you're going to be outside at 40+ years old. You can't compete with them 23-year-old girls. And I don't care what nobody told you. Okay? If you're going to be on that scene, the men that who on that scene, they looking for action. They not looking for action with old ladies. They looking for actions from them 23-year-old chicks at the bar. Trying to turn up. That's where these men trying to for the night. And everywhere they trying to go, these men on this scene, they trying to go for the night. They don't really necessarily want to wake up in the morning with you. But you know, if they sleep too hard, that'll happen. But once he has some elbows out that hotel room, you might not get another call from him. And that ain't what they told her this life was going to keep being like. See, she never expected that she would need a man on Corey Hardrick's level to respect and love her the way he do. You know what she did? She showed every good man, bro, that listen, this is what she gonna do to a good man. She gonna graduate from you. She was saying she graduated. I'm thinking you failed. How you because this guy moved on. And listen, I'm guaranteeing you his woman is young and hot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, she's still looking for love. She back to looking for love. And trust me, she in all the wrong places. See, one thing about your DM is we know they full of men you would never talk to. Because only them kind of men get in chicks DM.
Say it
I
again.
would I would never be in nobody DM. Ever. Why would I do something like that? All right. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that. All the beautiful women walking around in the world. Bro, I seen a picture of Lotto. That girl, that rapper Lotto. Shank Rock, you know good and well that she would have caught me 10 years, 15 years ago. She wouldn't have been able to get me out of her face. All right. Look, men go after what they want, especially the kind of men that can have what they want. Most people got a type. Most men got a type. Most women got a type. The problem is most people can't get their type.
That's true.
See, Beyonce might be his type, but he can't get he can't come close to that. Shamar Moore, whatever his name is, might be her type. But she ain't gonna come nowhere near that. Most people. A man will go ahead and find his lane and ride. He not gonna convince himself that he can get Beyonce's because his life told him already that he can't.
That's true.
See, some of us got a type and can get them. That's when you know you locked in. When you got a type and can get your type, you don't go dealing with no other type. Yo, when you can get them young and hot, you don't take her when she old and a problem. Because Tia Mowry is clearly a problem. Yo, she left a man for nothing other than she was bored.
Left a good man.
For nothing other than she was bored. So what she think the universe supposed to give her another good man for her to graduate from? Maybe she think all the good men who saw this, maybe she think they gonna line up to be her next victim. No, they saw what you did to a good man. They saw that you took this good man and destroyed him for nothing because your DM was popping. And because these city girls keep talking to you and telling you, she talking about everybody was looking at me like everything's perfect. That's the first problem. You expecting perfection and you dealing with a human being when you know you yourself are not perfect. You can't expect perfection from somebody when you know you can't give it. See, a lot of times we get tangled up in ourselves and we forget it's another person because that's why it's called a relationship. Who don't feel so hunky dory about you all the time.
That's facts.
All right, but when you caught up in the you perfect and you do everything you can because you know you don't know your butt from a hole in the ground. Your self-awareness is through the floor because you think people should be able to handle everything you do. You just shouldn't have to handle nothing nobody else doing that you don't like. Listen, when you start thinking that, you know, your stuff don't stink and the problem is everybody else and the problem never you, bro, listen, the universe got a way of humbling you. Because, bro, listen, I ain't inside nobody marriage. I know you got one party who keep talking and one party who don't say nothing. The party that don't say nothing, let the person who talking talk. And the more we as the people hear the person that's talking, the more she start, the less sense she keep making. Now, is Tasha K instigating this? Yeah, because she was against what that would represent for black women if Tia Mowry did that to him. So from the beginning, because remember, Tasha K is married. Here, this man did nothing but been good to you. And you left him for nothing more than you was bored. And you wanted to go and chase the city girl life. And it ain't working out for you. Now you showing up everywhere crying and looking for people to feel sorry for you. And the same people who was encouraging you to get out here and be this city girl, guess what? They ain't nowhere to be found. All right, now you know what they going through and how misery love company. And they got you back out here looking crazy. All of that stuff got you back out here looking crazy because you couldn't get out of your feelings so you could get out of your own way. Because just because you feel like something right now don't mean that's what really the way it is.
Let me
All right.
slide it, Tommy. Let me slide it.
Okay.
Let me read Juanita's comments. Juanita says Tasha K is always instigating. She like to keep ish going until someone knocks on her door. Juanita says, Tommy, that's what happened when you let outside influence in your relationship.
Exactly.
Any last words, Tommy, before we get out of here?
Exactly, Juanita. I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I couldn't have said it no better myself. Look, thank everybody for coming out. Thanks for joining us. Look, as always, we gonna be live and direct, and we gonna give you exactly what we thinking. All right, still swinging out.
Appreciate you, Tommy. I want to thank everybody for pulling up. Miss Parker's demonstration is coming up at 6 p.m. Perk got a demonstration coming up at 7:45, and I'm going to do a Shanquella Robinson demonstration at 9 p.m. So I'll see everybody in 15 minutes for Miss Parker's demonstration. Salute everybody.